Welcome to our enlightening exploration of papaphobia, the fear of the Pope or the papacy. In this video, we embark on a journey to understand the origins, psychological aspects, and impact of this intriguing phobia. From its potential causes to effective coping strategies, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of papaphobia, shedding light on a unique fear that affects a small percentage of the population. Fact 1. Understanding papaphobia. Papaphobia is an uncommon and specific phobia characterized by an irrational fear and anxiety related to the Pope or the papacy. Individuals with papaphobia may experience intense distress, panic attacks, and avoidance behaviors when confronted with images, discussions, or situations associated with the Pope or the papacy. Fact 2. Origins of papaphobia. Papaphobia can have varied origins, including past traumatic experiences, negative cultural associations, or conflicting religious beliefs. Traumatic events related to religious figures or teachings can create lasting impressions, leading to the development of papaphobia. Fact 3. Cultural and religious influences. Cultural and religious upbringing can significantly impact the development and expression of papaphobia. Upbringing and exposure to specific religious beliefs or cultural attitudes towards religious figures can shape an individual's perception of the Pope or the papacy. Fact 4. Fear of authority figures. For some individuals, papaphobia may extend to a general fear of authority figures or religious leaders. The fear of the Pope or the papacy may be a manifestation of a broader fear of authority and power. Fact 5. Psychological causes. Papaphobia may be linked to underlying psychological factors, such as anxiety disorders or past traumas. Individuals with pre-existing anxiety disorders may be more susceptible to developing specific phobias, including papaphobia. Fact 6. Symbolism and fear of papacy. For some individuals, papaphobia may not be solely about the Pope as an individual, but may represent fears related to the institution of the papacy. The papacy represents an institution with significant historical and cultural influence, which can evoke strong emotional responses in individuals with papaphobia. Fact 7. Impact on daily life. Papaphobia can impact an individual's daily life, leading to avoidance of religious events, discussions, or places associated with the Pope or the papacy. Fear of encountering triggers related to the papacy can limit social interactions and participation in religious activities. Fact 8. Connection to religion and spirituality. Papaphobia may be more prevalent among individuals with deeply rooted religious beliefs or spiritual practices. Strong religious affiliations can intensify the emotional responses associated with the Pope or the papacy. Fact 9. Coping mechanisms. Individuals with papaphobia may develop various coping mechanisms such as avoidance, seeking support from like-minded individuals, or focusing on alternative religious beliefs. Coping mechanisms can help individuals manage their fear and reduce the anxiety associated with encounters related to the Pope or the papacy. Fact 10. Impact on interfaith relationships. Papaphobia can affect interfaith relationships, particularly if one partner has a fear of the Pope or the papacy while the other holds religious beliefs affiliated with the papacy. Open communication and mutual understanding are essential in navigating interfaith relationships affected by papaphobia. Fact 11. Connection to other phobias. Papaphobia may coexist with other specific phobias, such as hagiophobia, fear of saints, or ecclesiophobia, fear of churches. Specific phobias often share common triggers or underlying psychological causes. Fact 12. Exposure therapy. Exposure therapy is a common treatment for specific phobias, including papaphobia. Exposure to gradually increasing levels of triggers related to the Pope or the papacy, under the guidance of a mental health professional, can help desensitize individuals to their fear. Fact 13. Papaphobia in history. Throughout history, There have been instances of papaphobia expressed by individuals or groups with conflicting religious beliefs or political agendas. Historical events can provide context and insights into the cultural and social implications of papaphobia. Fact 14. Fear of papal encounters. For some individuals with papaphobia, the fear may not be related to the Pope himself, but rather to the fear of encountering him or engaging in interactions with papal representatives. Fear of encounters with influential religious figures can trigger anxiety and avoidance behaviors. Fact 15. Impact on social media and media consumption. Papaphobia can affect individuals' use of social media and their consumption of media content related to the Pope or the papacy. Avoidance of media content featuring the Pope or the papacy may be common among those with papaphobia. Fact 16. Papaphobia and the media. Media representations of the Pope and the papacy can influence the development and perpetuation of papaphobia. Negative or sensationalized portrayals of the Pope in the media can intensify fear and anxiety in individuals with papaphobia. Fact 17. Coping with religious rituals. Individuals with papaphobia may find it challenging to participate in religious rituals or ceremonies associated with the Pope or the papacy. The fear of encountering triggers during religious practices can hinder full participation. Fact 18. Papaphobia and devotion. For individuals with papaphobia, the fear may be especially distressing if they have a strong devotion to their religious beliefs. Conflicting emotions arising from devotion and fear can create internal struggles for those with papaphobia. Fact 19. Therapeutic approaches. Apart from exposure therapy, other therapeutic approaches, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, effective in managing papaphobia. Therapists tailor treatment plans to address individual needs and concerns. Fact 20. Fear of papal symbols. Some individuals with papaphobia may experience fear when confronted with symbols associated with the papacy, such as the papal tiara or the keys of St. Peter. Symbols hold powerful meaning, and encountering them can trigger emotional responses in those with papaphobia. Fact 21. Papaphobia and rituals of excommunication. The fear of excommunication from the church can exacerbate papaphobia in individuals deeply connected to their religious community. The fear of being ostracized can intensify anxiety in individuals with papaphobia. Fact 22. Fear of religious authority. Papaphobia can be an expression of a broader fear of religious authority figures, not limited to the Pope. The hierarchical structure of religious organizations can evoke anxiety in individuals with papaphobia. Fact 23. Papaphobia and historical events. Historical events such as conflicts between religious institutions and political powers can influence the development of papaphobia. Socio-political factors can shape individuals' perceptions of religious figures and institutions. Fact 24. Impact on faith practices. Papaphobia can lead to changes in an individual's faith practices and level of religious involvement. The fear of encounters related to the Pope or the papacy can deter individuals from engaging in religious practices. Fact 25. Fear of religious ceremonies. For some individuals, papaphobia may extend to fear of attending religious ceremonies officiated by a papal representative. Being in the presence of religious authority figures can trigger anxiety in those with papaphobia. Fact 26. Coping with papal visits. Papal visits to cities or regions can be particularly challenging for individuals with papaphobia. Papal visits attract significant media coverage and public attention, creating heightened anxiety for those with papaphobia. Fact 27. Papaphobia and media exposure. Media exposure to religious events and ceremonies involving the Pope can affect individuals with papaphobia. Media coverage can serve as a trigger for anxiety in individuals with a fear of the Pope or the papacy. Fact 28. Fear of historical figures. Papaphobia can extend to fear of historical figures associated with the papacy, such as past popes or influential religious leaders. The fear may not be limited to the current pope, but may include historical figures who held significant religious authority. Fact 29. Coping with religious conversations. Individuals with papaphobia may feel uncomfortable engaging in conversations related to the pope or the papacy. Fear of judgment or confrontation can deter individuals from participating in discussions about the papacy. Fact 30. Coping with papal teachings. The fear of encountering papal teachings or religious doctrines can impact individuals with papaphobia. Engaging with religious teachings may be challenging for those with papaphobia due to potential triggering content. Fact 31. Papaphobia and fear of judgment. For some individuals, papaphobia may stem from a fear of divine judgment or spiritual consequences. Fear of divine retribution can intensify anxiety in individuals with papaphobia. Fact 32. Impact on religious identity. Papaphobia can impact an individual's religious identity and sense of belonging to their faith community. Fear of religious symbols or leaders can lead to feelings of isolation and alienation. Fact 33. Fear of papal decisions. Papaphobia can involve a fear of decisions made by the Pope or the papacy that may affect an individual's religious practices or beliefs. The fear of decisions can reflect concerns about potential changes to religious traditions. Fact 34. Papaphobia and faith crisis. For some individuals, papaphobia may lead to a crisis of faith where they question their religious beliefs and values. The fear may prompt individuals to reevaluate their faith and spiritual convictions. Fact 35. Papaphobia and religious observances. Papaphobia can impact an individual's participation in religious observances and rituals. Fear of encountering triggers related to the papacy can limit religious involvement. Fact 36. Papaphobia and religious education. The fear of the Pope or the papacy can influence an individual's religious education and willingness to learn about their faith. Fear can deter individuals from engaging in religious teachings that involve the papacy. Fact 37. Papaphobia and interactions with religious authorities. Interactions with religious authorities, including priests and bishops, can evoke anxiety in individuals with papaphobia. Fear of judgment or criticism can influence how individuals with papaphobia interact with religious leaders. Fact 38. Coping with papal events. Individuals with papaphobia may find it challenging to attend or participate in papal events, such as papal blessings or audiences. The fear of papal events can deter individuals from engaging in these religious practices. Fact 39. Papaphobia and avoidance behaviors. Avoidance behaviors are common in individuals with papaphobia, as they try to steer clear of triggers associated with the Pope or the papacy. Avoidance is a coping mechanism to reduce anxiety related to encounters with feared stimuli. Fact 40. Seeking support and understanding. Individuals with papaphobia can benefit from seeking support from mental health professionals, religious leaders, and support groups. Supportive environments can help individuals manage their fear and explore the underlying causes of papaphobia. Papaphobia, the fear of the Pope or the papacy, is a complex and intriguing phobia that can have various origins and manifestations. Understanding this unique fear is essential in fostering empathy and compassion for those affected by it. By shedding light on the psychological aspects and impact of papaphobia, we hope to promote awareness and acceptance. As we conclude our exploration of this fascinating topic, we invite you to like, comment, and share this video to raise awareness about papaphobia and its effects on individuals and communities. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on psychology, phobias, and mental health. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey of understanding papaphobia. Remember, knowledge is a powerful tool in creating a more compassionate and empathetic world.